Philip Morris presents the new Rudy Vallee Show.
My time is your time. Your time is my time.
Paul, Philip Morris.
Here comes Johnny, ladies and gentlemen, in his red coat and brass buttons. Johnny, friendly ambassador for America's finest cigarette. Tonight, Johnny presents the new Rudy Vallee Show, spotlighting this week that sentimental gentleman of swing, Tommy Dorsey, and that madman from Minsk, Bert Gordon.
There's no time like our time, and no one like you.
Paul, Philip Morris.
Hi-ho, everybody. This is Rudy Vallee extending to you on behalf of Philip Morris a very pleasant 4 days before autumn. And as a fitting tribute to that solemn but eloquent harbinger of winter, I offer now a song that has absolutely nothing to do with autumn. Merely happens to be one of your favorites. Dear, when you smiled at me, I heard a melody. It haunted me from the start. Something inside of me started a symphony. Sing went the strings of my heart. 'Twas like a breath of spring. I heard a robin sing about a nest set apart. All nature seemed to be in perfect harmony. Zing went the strings of my heart. Your eyes made sky seem blue again. What else could I do again but keep repeating through again? I love you, love you. I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. I hope 'twill never depart. Dear, with your lips to mine, a rhapsody divine. Zing went the strings of my heart. Hey! Well. Now, let's see. What have we got to say here first? Has anybody got a page for me here? Thank you very much. Very good. Thank you. Many years ago, most learned sage looked into the eyes of his most ardent disciple and said, very...
How do you do?
Incredible. What is it? Who are you, sir?
Have you ever heard of Simple Simon?
Are you Simon?
No, I'm Simple.
Well, I'm sure I don't know who you are, but you look as though you have the brain of a moron.
You want it back? By the by, did somebody send for a taxi?
Oh, yes. You're the cab driver, I presume.
Yes,
I want to get home as fast as I can. I want to make sure that my housekeeper, Mrs. Erickson, has everything ready. You see, I'm having Tommy Dorsey for dinner.
Tommy Dorsey for dinner? Delicious.
No, Tommy Dorsey's a person, and he's coming for dinner. So, you see, I must get home in a hurry. You know where Woodrow Wilson Drive is.
What a nonsensical interrogation. Do I know where Woodrow Wilson Drive is? Where is it?
Well, see here, if you're going to drive me to my house, we'd better get started. I'm in a terrible hurry.
Follow right behind me. My taxi is just outside. Hop in, my dear, you.
I suppose you know who I am?
The pleasure has not been mine.
I'm Rudy Vallee.
The pleasure is dubious. My name is P.M. P.M. Laughing Boy.
What's the PM for?
Philip Morris. And no other taxi driver can make that statement. But you can call me Smokey for short.
Smokey?
Yes.
All right, so be it, Smokey. But how do you explain your last name, Laughing Boy? Isn't that Indian?
Most assuming. You see, when I was a teensy-weensy baby, I was adopted by an Indian tribe.
Mm-hmm.
My pater was an Indian brave, and my mater was a squash. And when I was born, I was a Pekingese.
No, you mean papoose. A Pekingese is a dog.
I was born in a wigwag.
I see. Then you are a member of the human race.
Yes, but I haven't paid my dues lately.
Couldn't you drive a little faster, Smokey? It's getting terribly late.
Don't worry. I'll get you there in 2 shakes of a cocktail.
No, I think you'll find the expression is 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
You shake what you like, and I'll shake what I like.
Hey, will you keep your eyes on the road?
I shall do that. That I shall do. But I hope you don't mind if I finish my knitting while I drive.
Great Scott, man, you knit while you drive?
Most of course. Last week I knit 1, purled 2, and hit 3.
To my way of thinking, Smokey, you're an unmitigated dope.
Is that so? To my way of thinking, your way of thinking is not my way of thinking.
Very well, I stand corrected. Stop the cab. Here's my house.
Sorry? That will be, let me see, $8.75.
$8.75 for that ride? Why, you thief, you crook, you highway robber.
No flattery, please. All I want is my money.
All right, but I haven't that much money with me. You'll have to wait while I run in the house.
Don't forget to run back. Money is the root of all evil. And how I love to pull up those roots.
There never was, there never will be any magic or mystery about Philip Morris superiority. The facts are plain. The facts speak for themselves. And we of Philip Morris believe that you, the smoker, are entitled to know the facts. So here they are. Philip Morris tastes better. Yes, Philip Morris tastes outstandingly better for 2 good reasons. 1, Philip Morris tobaccos are pasteurized for your protection. That's why every Philip Morris you smoke is guaranteed clean, fresh, pure. 2, Philip Morris tobaccos are thermovised for better taste. This process, similar in principle to the modern pressure cooker, seals the natural flavor right into the blend. That's why the flavor's all yours, because it's sealed into every Philip Morris you smoke. Remember also another important fact. In Philip Morris, and only Philip Morris, there's an exclusive difference in manufacture that distinguishes Philip Morris from all other leading cigarettes. This difference is recognized by eminent medical authorities as being to the advantage of those who smoke. No other cigarette can make that statement. Philip Morris, pasteurized for your protection, thermovised for better taste. Philip Morris, always better, better always.
Good evening, Mrs. Erickson.
Well, Master Vallée, my goodness, you've been come home good and early.
Yes, Mrs. Erickson. I wanted to make sure that everything's ready for dinner. One of the world's greatest musicians is coming tonight.
Well, I got the good meal for you. First, they serve a mint julep. Then they give you tomato juice. Then jellied consomme. And nice juicy steak with potatoes, julienne. And for dessert, Mr. Vallée, you just guess what I got.
Yellow?
No, apple pie. You like that, eh?
That sounds great, Mrs. Erickson. Tommy Dorsey will like that.
Tommy Dorsey? You mean he's the musician you got coming here? That's her fella they call the sentimental gentleman of swing.
That's the one.
Well, Evie Yiggard. Tommy Dorsey. Oh, vutti och runni vut.
I take it you're a fan of Tommy's.
Yeah, you betcha. I am a jitterbug, Oh, and then that feller gives out with a yive. Oh, he just jumped like a yak rabbit.
Yes, he's certainly a great yive virtuoso. You've got me talking that way now. Well, I'm going upstairs to change clothes, Mrs. Erickson. If Tommy comes, let him in and give him the run of the place.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Wally. Nothing being too good for the world's greatest musician. Oh, by golly. This here must be Mr. Dorsey now. Yeah, well, I go let him in now. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the world's greatest musician.
She must be looking at me from an angle.
Yeah, sure. Mr. Vallée, was just telling me all about you, He says you was one of the greatest jive virtuosos of all the time.
Jive virtuosos?
Oh, Mrs. Erickson.
Yeah, excuse me. That's Mr. Vallee's calling from upstairs here. Yeah, Mr.
I just remembered I forgot to pay the cab driver. If he comes to the door, will you tell him to wait outside till I come down?
Yeah, sure. I bet you that's the cab driver now. Here I go see now. You excuse me now, you genius.
Genius? How did you know?
Yeah? Yeah, what do you want?
Is Mr. Vallee home?
Yeah, sure, but you got to wait outside.
Outside? But he's expecting me.
Yeah, I know, but you just wait.
But I'm Tommy Dorsey.
You were Tommy Dorsey? Well, yump-a-niminy. Now we got two of you.
Two of me?
Yeah, we'll come inside here. I want you to meet yourself.
How do I do?
Look, are you trying to pass yourself off as me?
It's a natural mistake. The resemblance is a facsimile. That's what the resemblance is. We've got so much in common.
You and I have something in common?
Yes, we are both breeding.
Hello, Tommy. I'm glad you found time to get over here tonight. I know. I know you must be pretty busy. What with your radio show, appearing at the Casino Gardens, and making your picture.
Yeah, you said it, Rudy. But making that picture is the toughest job of all.
Perhaps, Tommy, you need a little help. Have you thought of putting another famous musician in the picture?
As a matter of fact, I have, Rudy.
Someone who's good-looking, an excellent actor, has a wonderful personality, and plays the saxophone.
But my brother Jimmy's already in the picture.
Look, Tommy, if I must be blunt, as long as it's a picture about music and musicians, how about giving me a part in it?
Lovely weather we're having, isn't it?
I'd work cheap, Tommy. I'd be willing to start at $3,000 a week.
$3,000? If he pays you a nickel more than $2,000, he's crazy.
I'd still be crazy at $1,000.
Could you be just a little nuts and make it $500?
Now, wait a minute. If this keeps up, I'll be working for nothing.
That I could consider.
Yes, I think you would at that. Well, let's forget pictures and money, Tommy. Let's reminisce about old times. Remember the last time you were at my house? We sat up until 4 in the morning and played records.
Oh, yes, Rudy. Your records.
Well, quite by accident, Tommy. I have my latest recording on the machine. Would you like to hear it?
How polite can you be? Go ahead.
A rose must remain with the sun and the rain, or its lovely promise won't come true. To each his own, to each his own, and my own is you. What good is a song if the words just don't belong, and a dream must be a dream for two. No good alone, to each his own. For me, there's you. If a flame is to grow, there must be a glow. To open each door, there's a key. I need you, I know. I can't let you go. Your touch means too much to me. Two lips must insist on two more to be kissed, or they'll never know what love can do. To each his own, I've found my own, one and only you.
If a flame is to grow, there must be a road to open each door. There's a key. I need you, I know. I can't let you go. Your touch means too much to me.
Two lips must insist on two more to be kissed, or they'll never know what love can do. To each his own, I've found my own, one and only
All over the country, from coast to coast, millions of smokers agree that Philip Morris do taste better, outstandingly better, so much milder, smoother to smoke. Remember, Philip Morris tobaccos, the world's finest, are pasteurized for your protection. That's why every Philip Morris you smoke is guaranteed clean, fresh, pure. Remember, all Philip Morris tobaccos are thermovised for better taste. That's why the flavor's all yours, because it's sealed into every Philip Morris you smoke. A friendly suggestion. Call for Philip Morris. Always better, better always.
Well, Tommy, how are you enjoying your corned beef and cabbage?
Definitely booty, Rudy.
And how do you like the California wine, Tommy?
It's out of this ever-loving world.
Emphatically noddly, my friend. Well, Tommy, some more potatoes?
Yeah, man. Shoot the spud to me, bud. Say, Rudy, that cook of yours is jumping with talent.
You're unusually appreciative, Tommy, but I want to ask you something. Why didn't you bring your wife, Tricia, here with you?
Oh, she had to fly to New York, Rudy. She just got an offer to pitch for the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Your wife, a baseball pitcher?
Why not? With her curves? You get it, Rudy? That's a joke.
Yeah. Well, you can pull it back right now.
Oh, yes, I said pull a
Yes.
joke, eh?
Besides, it's a well-known fact that members of the weaker sex cannot stand the exertion of a man's game.
How come they call the women the weaker sex, Rudy?
The weaker sex, Tommy, is often the stronger sex because of the weakness of the stronger sex for the weaker sex.
You know, you sound like Gabriel Heater.
There's good news tonight.
But getting back to the old days, we've come a long way since we played in the same orchestra, Rudy.
Yes, sir.
You know, I went back to visit our old boarding house a few weeks ago.
The old boarding house? How was it, Tommy?
The same old room. Same old table.
Yeah?
The same old chair where you practiced your saxophone. And in the walls, the same old bullet holes.
Well, it's really a nice feeling, Tommy, to be able to view our present success in retrospect with our past vicissitudes. Our past vicissitudes, yes.
And besides, it's a great life, Rudy. If anyone should ask me, I'd say...
Hello, people.
The cab driver, Smokey, what are you doing here?
You're still not paying me for taking you here in mine taxi. Between you and me, there is a difference of $8.75.
Aren't you a little high?
I never touched the stuff.
Young man, you're impertinent.
That is an insult. Take off your coat.
Why?
I want to see if it fits me.
Oh, why don't you get out of here? We're having a dinner party. Here's your money. Please go. Oh, Mrs. Erickson.
Yeah, Mr. Wally.
Show this fellow out.
Oh, it would be a wonderful pleasure. You just follow me this hairway, mister.
You know, lady, you speak with a dialect.
Rudy, you're wasting a lot of time on this square. Why don't we just throw him out?
You couldn't do that to a brother musician.
Brother musician? You?
Certainly. For 10 years, I played in a sympathy orchestra.
Smokey, you mean symphony. Sympathy is something you feel sorry for.
Did you ever hear mine playing?
No.
Silly boy.
No, you can go now. Out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And hasta la vista.
Well, that's a relief, Tommy. He's finally gone. Now, what were we talking about?
My picture, the fabulous Dorseys.
Fabulous? Aren't you stretching the word a little?
What are you driving at?
Why the fabulous Dorseys?
Why not? The Dorseys are fabulous.
Fabulous, my dear friend Tommy, implies something or someone supernormal, utterly inferior. Superior, I should say. Someone whose accomplishments... someone whose accomplishments surpass belief. Can you and your brother honestly place yourselves in that category?
Natch!
Natch! With one word, he slays me. Continue.
And furthermore, who gave you the right to call yourself the vagabond lover?
What's the point?
A vagabond in my dictionary is a bum.
I consider that a very forced definition.
I suppose you think you're so hot in pictures, is that it?
The only reason I went into pictures, Mr. Dorsey, was because I wanted to do something creative. I wanted to do something artistic, something real. And also because of my overwhelming love of money.
That I know about. Rudy, I really got to get going. My orchestra's playing at the Casino Gardens, and I'm late now, as I was here. And Rudy, why don't you come down tonight as my guest? It'll be free, you know.
Yes, I received the pass you and Jimmy sent me the other day.
Well, we can finish our discussion between riffs.
I'll be glad to riff you, Tommy.
Okay, Rudy. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Casino Gardens at Ocean Park, we bring you the sentimental gentleman of swing, Tommy Dorsey and his orchestra.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. For our first number this evening, we'd like to play Marie. And I'm going to ask my old boss, Rudy Vallee, to latch on to a chorus somewhere along the line.
The dawn is breaking, Marie, you'll soon be waking to find your heart is aching, and tears will fall as you recall the moon in all its splendor, the kiss so very tender, the words, will you surrender to me, Marie?
Rudy, it's swell of you to come tonight. I hope you'll do a number for us on your saxophone.
On my saxophone? Oh, I couldn't, Tommy. I'm not prepared. Why, I haven't had my saxophone. Do you doubt my word? Why, I haven't had my saxophone out of the case for years.
Well, let's keep it that way.
Yes.
Well, Rudy, what's that lump under your coat?
Oh, that's just my saxophone, yeah.
Well, get it out and give, Rudy. Let's play and sing a number together and find out what's what.
Okay, Tommy, let's go. Oh, Mr. D. Oh, Mr. D. They say you're the sentimental gentleman of swing. But though the hep cats sway and swoon when you send a jivey tune, you don't seem to send me much of anything.
Oh, Mr. V.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Mr. V.
Tell me about it, Tommy.
It's the fact that you're one guy I cannot send.
Yes, yes.
When you slurp and slide and slip, it makes every hep cat ride.
From my saxophone, Mr. D.
From your singing, Mr. V. Oh, Mr. V. Oh, Mr. V. I suggest we put our talents to a test. I will play on my trombone. You can blow your saxophone, and we'll find once and for all which is our best.
Oh, Mr. D. Oh, Mr. D.
What a key.
I'll accept your little challenge to a duel. We'll blow as hard as we can blow, and when we've finished, folks will know...
The best musician, Mr. V.
The biggest blowhard, Mr. D.
Well, I'll leave. Take it, Rudy.
Tommy, it's truly been fun getting together with you tonight. All that is left to say is...
Hello, people.
Oh, no. Smokey, this has gone far enough. What do you want now?
Which way to the beach?
The beach is right outside.
Thank you very much. 2 weeks ago, I covered up my wife in the sand, and I can't find her. I'm worried.
You should be worried.
If I don't bring her bathing suit back, I'll lose the deposit.
It's time to sing a goodnight song again to you. It's time to say another so long again to you. These precious moments we knew in our rendezvous. The happiness of fun and song we'll soon renew. It won't be long until all the lights burn low again. I'd like to say a very big thank you to Tommy Dorsey and Bert Gordon for being with us tonight. You were both fun and grand. And I hope you'll all be with us next week when we welcome that great comedienne, Eve Arden, and that new French singing star now appearing at Cyril's in Hollywood, Mr. Charles Trenet. So until then, this is Rudy Vallee saying au revoir and good night.
This is Johnny again, ready to serve you with Philip Morris, America's finest cigarette. Look for me at counters all over the country. I'll be waiting for you. Come in and call for Philip Morris. Call for Philip Morris.
And remember, when you call for Philip Morris, you call for the cigarette pasteurized for your protection, thermalized for better taste. That's why the flavor's all yours in Philip Morris. So goodbye, Johnny. See you next week, same time, same station. Until then, this is Frank Graham inviting you to join Rudy Vallee again next week, when he will present one of the screen's finest comediennes, Miss Eve Arden, the new French singing sensation, Charles Trenet, and Benny Kruger's orchestra and chorus. Revelation pipe tobacco was back again in tins. Revelation, a superb mixture of 5 great tobaccos, mild, cool, gentle. Revelation, finest quality at a popular price.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.